The fluorescent lights hummed, a dull, lifeless sound. Like the building itself, it was always there, always watching. The air held its breath, thick with unspoken words, stifled cries. This was the world of the silent ones. They were everywhere and nowhere. The women of this office, faces pale under the artificial glow. Each day, a performance. Smiles plastered on, voices lowered, opinions swallowed. They were cogs in the machine, and the machine demanded silence. The silence was most unnerving when it broke. A rustle of papers, the click of a keyboard, the sharp intake of breath when a male colleague passed by. Each sound a tiny act of defiance, quickly swallowed by the oppressive atmosphere. Sarah felt it first. A coldness that seeped from the walls, a presence that lingered just beyond sight. Her colleagues, they felt it too. Nervous glances exchanged, whispers behind raised hands. Something was wrong.
Did you feel that? It's like the walls are closing in. Yes, it's unsettling, like we're being watched. I thought it was just me. This place gives me the creeps. There's definitely something here, something not right.
The whispers started subtly. Untraceable at first, like the wind whistling through a graveyard. They came from the shadows, from the depths of the building, carrying forgotten stories, silenced truths. The women felt a chill crawl down their spines, a collective shiver of fear and recognition. The clock ticked towards 11:59 p.m., an invisible deadline. As the minute hand inched closer, the whispers grew louder, the air thick with dread. The faceless figures emerged from the shadows, tall, gaunt, their features blurred, undefined. Panic swelled in Sarah's chest. She saw the fear reflected in the eyes of her colleagues. Their faces, once masked in forced smiles, were now contorted in terror. The figures moved closer, their forms solidifying with each passing second.
What are those things? We need to get out of here. They're coming closer. We have to do something. This can't be real. It's like a nightmare. Stay together. We can't let them separate us.
The clock chimed 12 times, but instead of moving past midnight, it remained frozen. 11:59 p.m., a perpetual loop of dread. The figures were upon them, their forms now horrifyingly clear. Women in archaic clothing, their mouths sewn shut, their eyes burning with centuries of silenced rage. One by one, they were taken, their screams muffled, their pleas for help vanishing into the oppressive silence. Sarah watched in horror as her colleagues disappeared, their existence wiped clean, their stories left untold. The office, once teeming with forced smiles and hushed whispers, was now truly silent. Sarah was alone. The clock still mocked her, stuck at 11:59 p.m. She was surrounded by the faceless figures, their silence deafening. As they approached her, she understood. This wasn't just about her, it was about all the women who came before her, their voices stifled, their stories erased.
Sarah, help me. Don't let them take me.
Then she saw it. A single figure different from the rest. It stepped forward, reaching out a hand not to harm, but to touch the reflection in the glass. It was her reflection, her face now mirroring the ghostly figures, her mouth sewn shut, her eyes burning with a silent scream. The clock struck 12 again. Still 11:59. The silencing continued. Like and subscribe for more true horror stories.